Hello and welcome back to our HIP Republic of Ireland campaign. In our last episode we declared war on whoever this is, Earl Gottfried of Wexford down here, to seize his city of Eniscorthy, or his vassal city I suppose, which we can do since we have a trade post down there and we're now sieging that, so we'll continue doing that, but I think we'll send an army up here to Antrim to make sure that he can't siege anything of ours up there. So I think we're probably going to need to leave about 1,000 down here. I could just look at how many defenders they have, but let's just guess. That'll be more fun. I guess that's enough. And we have commanders in charge, so we'll just march up north and increase the speed above speed 1. Also a good idea. Commanding troops is a demanding task, especially for someone as stressed as I am. There are ways, though, to relieve this stress, but how will I find solace? We could find solace in a bottle of wine, so we could trade stressed for drunkard, which is not great. I don't want to lose stewardship. Alternatively, we can become zealous and lose stress as well. Okay, well, I think we'll probably do that. Yeah, okay. I hope we don't have a lot of cynical vassals who are going to dislike us because of that, but I think it's a pretty good trade anyway. Something else we should do, by the way, is make sure that our heir is married, but we should make sure that our other children are married so that they can start having more sons of our dynasty as soon as possible, which is important because of the trade post limit. We want more adult male family members in court so we can build more trade posts. So we look for people, I think, well, geniuses if possible. But yes, we still have only very young geniuses available. I guess we'll just find generally age-appropriate people and not worry too much about genetic traits for the moment. Guess we can get some non-aggression pacts as well, but that's probably not going to benefit us too much. What is this trait? Dull. Alright, this is the opposite of quick trait, I think. Let's see then. I guess we'll avoid dull characters. This probably isn't inheritable, so it maybe doesn't matter that much. Alright then. So no problem in that battle, as expected. Guess we'll just head back down here. Maybe fight him again. You're in Tipperary and heading to Waterford, I see, okay. So he's probably retreating. Yeah, he's going back up north. I think we're about to finish this siege and that should give us a good amount of war score. Not quite up to 100 though. Oh, it looks like the Earl actually died, so we're now fighting his son. I assume his son. Okay, I think we're capped on war score from battles at this point, so we're going to have to do another siege. I think the 75% cap on war score was one of the Conclave changes, or maybe it was the first patch after Conclave 252 or something. We could just assault this. Yeah, we're almost finished the siege anyway. We'll just let it continue naturally. And that's 100%. We'll enforce our demands. Which makes the Prosperity faction happier. Okay. That's good. So we now have this city for ourselves. We're over our domain limit, and this also means that we'll be able to declare war again to siege to seize the whole county. Can we disband our troops here since we have a city? We can. Right, so we're over our domain limit. We have... is this a castle? Yeah, we should grant this, I think, to some other vassal. Or else grant the county of Offaly. Not sure which is better. This one comes with a vassal bishopric, but this one gets the benefit of having our steward and whoever else, marshal, is working there to improve the levy and tax that we get from it. So I guess I could work out the numbers, but yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and give away the county to some other character. I guess we can't use the decision in here since we gained it quite a while ago. Just have to find a character to give it to. I guess we could give it to one of our sons, but we actually want to keep them in court for the trade post limit. Any marital status, not already a ruler. I'll just find somebody with good stewardship. He's content, so he definitely won't cause us problems. Grand City of Offaly? Is it a grand city? Where is this? I guess it is a grand city, even though there's no city in this county, so that seems a bit weird. I don't think we have lower titles, but we'll click that anyway, just in case. No heir of our dynasty. I don't think that's true, so this is popping up again for whatever reason. Even though we clearly do have an heir of our dynasty. I pass a small river and see a large turtle sitting by it. Actually, it just sits there, doing nothing, not giving a damn. In a way, it looks kind of formidable. Alright, so you can say it's a lazy little bugger and gain 1 prestige, or what a life that fellow must have. He seems to enjoy things, and we can maybe become content. Which would be okay, it would increase our stewardship. Let's try it. We didn't become content, that's okay. So our mansion is finished. We're more levy size and tax income. We still can't upgrade the fortified vault, we have to go to mansion level 2. I think we'll hold off on doing that, maybe. Might do one of these cheaper upgrades first. More fertility might be good, otherwise we're just increasing our levy. I guess we'll do the mansion, actually. It increases our trade post limit as well, so that's extra valuable. We can start expanding our zone of influence. We've lost the majority trade posts in the Irish Sea Zone, I guess. Some other families have built more trade posts up here. One in the Isle of Man, for example. Alright, well that's okay. Maybe we'll build another 1 or 2 there once we increase our limit. Get extra levy reinforcements. Let's queue up a feast if we can. We can't. Okay. We have summer fairs, which we also can't do. Well, we can do it, we just can't queue it up apparently? Okay. You have tried to make this patrician happier, but instead you annoyed him. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but probably won't be a big problem. Alright, we have a tradition faction now. our vassal who we gave awfully to. They strive for piety and the supremacy of religion. I see. They like piety, they like holy wars and crusades, indulgences and charity. Fair enough. Our wife died. Oh. At the age of 47 after a period of illness. Well, we are very sad, but we will have to get married again, of course. And let's see. I guess we could choose a quick 23-year-old here. That would be pretty good, I think. We could have some more quick children. Okay. So we can collect some gold or 100 prestige. I think we'll take the gold. Need to appoint a new steward, or... Was it a steward? No, it was a court chaplain. And I guess it can be my nephew. And we don't need him to proselytize, I think, unless there wouldn't have been a different religion here. So we can just send him off to Rome. Improve relations. And I don't know why the feast decision isn't available. Maybe it's just not available to republics. That could be a thing. We've actually gained 1 extra point of domain size now that we, I guess, have married a wife who's better at stewardship. This patrician expresses his wish to have a seat on the council. His contribution to the realm is significant. His military strength is not to be ignored. So including him in the council may eliminate a potential future threat. Well, I think we'll say no again. Unfortunately. I meant to check the stewardship of my former wife there. I can actually click the buttons in the right order. Yeah, she was much worse. Okay. Mustard grounds built in Eniscorthy. I guess they were building something when we seized the city, so that's fine. And let's see, our truce with Antrim is in effect for another 5 years, so we won't be able to declare that in the near future. A wealthy local noble is looking to escape the consequences of several indiscretions on his part, so we can accept his gold. Sounds good. And nobody is too annoyed about their levies being raised, so I think we could go to war again if we want to. Let's see what CBs we have on people. Yeah, we can seize the city, I think, on her, but it'll go to the Umurkadas, who are, let's see. Yeah, this is the guy who doesn't like us, because we refuse to put him on the council, so maybe we don't want to give him another city. We can also seize cities over here if we can beat these guys in a war, which is possible. Probable, in fact, but I think we'll probably stick to conquering things in Ireland for the moment. I've learned that this patrician attempted to speak on my behalf at the faction meeting in Dublin, but only managed to turn his faction further against me. So the court faction is going to be less happy, I suppose. That's probably okay. While strolling outside one day, you stop to relieve yourself. As you finish, you notice a bit of gleaming on the ground. Careful not to step on your urine. You move towards the shiny object and realize that it's a few gold coins. So we'll gain 1 or 2 gold. It was 2. Pretty good. Yeah, so we don't have CPs on anybody else in Ireland yet. I think we'll probably just wait for our truce to expire, or we could try to hasten the process by killing the Rirurach up here. A group of craftsmen has come to your court and shown off their work. They present you with fine goods of which you were sure there would be demand for in the realm. Noticing your interest, the craftsmen ask for some capital to start up a workshop, saying they lack the funds to do it on their own. Yep, we'll spend 50 gold on that. I'm standing under the mistletoe, but no one is or wants to be near me. I am alone. We lose 1 prestige and have a chance of becoming depressed either way. Let's say bah humbug. Doesn't seem like something we should be doing in August, but that's okay. So we are going to get more trade post limit once our upgrade is finished here. But I think we should probably spend some of this money before that, instead of saving it to build more trade posts immediately, and I think we'll just upgrade the capital. Upgrading the center of trade might be worth doing, but we need a university, which we don't have the money for. The arsenal seems pretty good as well. I think we might just build this. More levy size and garrison size as well. And we have raiders. Unfortunately right in our capital, but we'll see what we can raise from elsewhere to deal with them. And we are going to catch them. Oh, we even captured the High Chief. That's really good. Let's ransom him. Get back some of our money. He can't afford it. 145 gold. How much does he have? We can't send him a gift. Apparently he's too distant to interact with, despite being in our dungeons. Well, I guess we'll just keep him, and maybe he'll save up enough gold that he can ransom himself at some point. Let's check on our plot. We can see if we have anybody that we can invite or bribe in here. Is this his wife? We're not going to get 100%, but I think if this is only going to be 15 gold, we'll go ahead and do that anyway. The defensive pact against King Harald has been disbanded because he's just died. Okay. And it seems like he lost the Kingdom of England on succession. I guess it's under Gavelkind. Oh, it's elective, I see. Whereas Norway is also elective, but they had different people voting for them, I assume. But he retained a county over here. Alright. Formation of Roum with the Byzantine armies crushed by the Turks. Turkish warlords have exploited the power vacuum left by the Byzantine retreat. They have managed to gain near-complete control over the Anatolian Peninsula. A dark shadow looms over the future of a once great empire. Will foreign invaders and internal trouble spell its doom, or will it persevere through it all? Even once great empires may fall. Right, so I guess the jihad was won then. Is that what happened? There was a jihad going on, was there? I don't remember. Anyway. Our friend Donald Dove invites us again to dine and drink and forget about the world outside for a little while. Of course we'll accept. And we had a granddaughter. And we'll keep an eye on this plot just in case there's anybody else we'll be able to get in here. He is 51, so he's getting on a little bit in years. In fact, that's about the same age we are, so I guess the chances of him dying before us are probably about 50-50. You have arrived at the private room of Donald Dove. There's plenty of food and drink here, and the mood is decidedly merry. You're looking forward to this. So we gain extra prestige. We've already lost stress, so there's no real benefit we're going to get from this, I think. But we'll play some more Warhammer and see who is the best. Again, it's us. Every time. And a daughter was born to our courtier. The reveling and crazing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. We gained 20 prestige, which I guess is not completely negligible. One of my courtiers came back today after visiting a cousin living in a town some distance away. I was offered some precious onions as a gift. Thank you. These would go great in soup. So our opinion of our son Donal changes by 15 for 1 year because he gave us some onions. Thanks, Donal. Alright, well, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.